It's showtime. This ain't Apollo. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Hey, what's up, y'all? So, if you're looking at this on uh, the Experience channel, you need to go over to Vibin in the D with Lele because that video will self destruct on the Experience channel. In the link in the description below of the Experience channel video that you're watching right now, that's about to self destruct. Yeah, the link is to the video where you need to go. Okay, so click that link and head on over there because I'm about to say bye bye on Experience. Okay, yeah, I'm out. What's up, people? Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you are ready for a show. What's up, Simone? Thank you for tuning in. I'm about to bring on my guest momentarily, but before we do that, you know what we got to do.
You are now tuned in to Vibin in the D with Lele, the podcast dedicated to the creatives of Detroit. Now let's get into this vibe session.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, vibing in the D with Lele, talking to the diamonds of Detroit City. Well, tonight I'm talking to a diamond that lives in Chicago, lives in Illinois. Well, not Chicago. She lives in Illinois. She is an entrepreneur. Why I got this mic? Anyway, whatever. She is a person that I've been getting body oils and sprays from and body butter periodically for, I want to say, more than 10 years now. I want to say I started getting from her in 2007. That's a long time ago, but I've always wanted to talk to her about her business. So I'm just waiting on her to come on. And in the meantime, in between time, I'm going to show you something that I made for her about 8 years ago. Yes, 8 years ago on YouTube, because I started doing promos and whatnot back then. Can you go away, microphone? So she'll be on in a few minutes, but I'm going to show you this. I made this for her back in the day, and her business been going hard for a long time.
Bath Bombs by Lucretia's Body Oils and Sprays. Fizzle your stress completely away. Amazing bath bombs allow the fizzle to guide you to a state of pure relaxation, featuring scents that will just take you away. Almond Lover, Baby Fresh, Coconut Lime Verbena, Endless Love, Eucalyptus, Playful Passion, Pure Seduction, Stress Release Capsules, Mix and Match, and many more. And brand new, just for Valentine's Day, for the lover in you, with the amazing combination scent of champagne, fresh strawberries, and chocolate. Order yours today. Don't miss out. Lucretia's Body Oils and Sprays. Order yours today. Fizzle your stress completely away.
Yes. Let me tell you, we're gonna bring her on and we're gonna talk about this. And we're gonna talk about how this even got started, how I even started getting oils from her. You ready, Lucretia? Hey, girl. Uh-oh. We muted? I can't hear you. Uh-oh, why I can't hear you? I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
I sure can.
Hey.
Hey.
Technology.
I know, right? Welcome to Vibin in the D with Lele.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, I've been having you on for a long time.
You know I'm nervous, right?
Hey, don't be nervous. It's all right. It's all right.
Ugh.
It's all right. They don't bite. Wait a minute. It's all right. Cause they don't bite. Hey.
Mhm. Okay. Okay.
Look at you. Look at you. So for real, I believe it was 2007.
Yes.
I'm probably your only customer that has 74 addresses.
Pretty much. Mm-hmm.
I started ordering in Michigan, and then when I went to Baton Rouge, I know I ordered from there. I know I ordered from Houston. I believe, yes, I ordered from Mississippi.
Remember one time I reached out. I was like, "Did you move again? Did you move again?" I had to check those addresses. I was like, "Man, Leah got some frequent flyer miles on her."
Man, well, it's so crazy. So one of my friends, they're like, "Oh, let me get the white out." Another one was like, "I'm just gonna write with pencil."
It's okay. So, are you there to stay?
No,
Ooh.
no, I'm gonna be ordering from another address one day.
Okay, it's all good. It's
Hey,
all good.
but yeah, I started ordering from you. Well, I found you on YouTube, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to OG
I
YouTubers.
know, man.
I don't know what's going on with them right now, but old school
Yeah.
YouTube. But yeah, I used to go to, it would be little shops around the city or whatever, and they would sell oils. Sometimes they was good quality, sometimes they wasn't. Sometimes the shops was drug fronts. Hey, I they don't even exist no more. And it would be so crazy. Like I find somebody and I'm like, okay, cool, I'm gonna go here. And then I go back the next week and they gone.
Hey, that's yeah, yeah.
Or I go to one place and they're never there when the hours are supposed to be, the hours posted, they would never
Mm-hmm.
be there. So I'm like, this is getting on my last nerve. So when I came across you on YouTube, I was like, okay, black owned business, okay, small business, okay. Let me go in order,
Right.
and that's all she wrote. It is another company here that's pretty much on top of their game like you, but I don't know anybody else.
There's
I
some, there's, there's some people out there, ain't knocking nobody in they hustle.
it's just
There are some people out there, but there's with this as a business, that's when you find it kind of rare.
Yeah, it's
So,
inconsistent. It's like some people do. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. For a minute, I was looking up oils. I had ordered the bottles and everything. I was looking up. I was like, wholesale oils. Let me see. And for a minute, I was about to start doing that, and incense.
mm,
I was gonna get incense in bulk and also oils and
mhm.
sell them. And I I did to a couple people out when I was working at I didn't work at so many places. When I when I was wait, why I was about to say Blockbuster Video. Anyway, when
Did
I
you work
worked,
there
yes, I worked for Blockbuster and Hollywood.
at the same time?
No, it was one after the other.
Okay, it's all good. You got to do what you
Yeah.
got to
Hey, I think I was at everywhere. People be like, "You look familiar." I'd be like, "You probably remember me from one of them 20 jobs." But when I was at Motel 6, that's when I started gathering the oils and
Okay.
yeah. But then I was like, I call Lucretia. I ain't.
Yeah, it's not for everybody, and especially if you hustle and you making a hustle, hustle is a hustle.
Yeah,
But when you start thinking about it as a business, then there's a whole lot that goes into that,
yeah.
and knowing your market, and you got to stay up on it. You got to be legit. You got to have a tax ID. You got to register your business. You got to get an attorney. There's a lot that goes into a business.
That's right. That's right. It's a whole bunch, and you better do it right.
Better, because
So
the
how did you?
IRS will get you.
Okay. The I, the R, and the S.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Luther said that. Like Luther. Luther from Set It Off. The one that stole that money out that vent. Mm.
Okay. Yeah, Luther.
Yeah, he
Okay.
make me mad every time I see that movie. People be like, didn't you see this 74 times? And I'll be like, so? But how did you get into oils?
Actually, how did I get started? There was a guy that used to come here in town. He was from Indianapolis. He used to he used to sell out in the mall around Christmas time. And I used to always go out there because I love baby powder.
Okay.
And so I used to go out there and I would buy up all his baby powder. And then I would talk because I'm a talker. And so he said, you ought to consider selling oils. He said, you would be good at it. I was like, nah, that's not what I do. That's not what I do. Well, long story short, he ended up going out of business. And
Mm.
so he contacted me, and he wasn't actually, he didn't have a business, but he wasn't a hustler either. But anyway, long story short, he kind of talked me through it and was telling me, what to do, what not to do, and things like that. And I kind of said, okay, it might be something I'd be interested in, bring some extra money into the house. It'd be good. Okay. And then I started really getting into it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I knew it was time. It was going to be a business. And my dad was a business owner. So I followed his lead and he was telling me things to do, not do, and those type of things. And it was a lot put into it initially. But
Okay.
that's how it all got started, and how it jumped off was,
Yeah.
of course, is a Tia
Oh,
from
that's how it jumped off.
that's how it jumped off.
Cause maybe that's how I found you.
That's how you found me. Because when I was doing it just in the beginning, this is
Where
a
you at?
huh?
I said, Atia, where you at? Well, she dealing with that
She was just on
hurricane.
YouTube last week.
That hurricanes, they cleaning up.
Yeah, I seen her area got hit. They
Yeah.
always get hit hard though, where she is in
Yeah.
Texas. But yeah, she was the one who actually, because I love doing hair. I love hair. I love hair. Anything dealing with hair, I love it.
Okay.
And so I was on YouTube one night, and she was doing a hair video. So I was like, I wonder, is she like a beautician? So I sent her a message, and as I was reading her bio, she stated that she loved perfumes. And so I was like, oh, okay. So I sent her a message. I was like, hi, I'm Lucretia from Lucretia's Body Oils and Sprays, blah, 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 blah. I sell oils. You're welcome to go on the website, pick out what you want. I'll send it to you. And she was like, she responded. She said, okay. And so she did. And I sent them to her, but I didn't hear from her for a while.
Ooh, okay.
And so I was like, oh, she got them. She didn't like them. I was like, okay. And but that's at that time, Beaumont, Texas had a hurricane, and so she had
Wow.
dropped off for a little bit. So finally, one night she texted me because we did exchange telephone numbers, and she said, "I just want to let you know that I did the video." And I'm not at that time. I wasn't very familiar with YouTube, so when she said she did a video, I was like, "Okay, thank you."
Okay.
And so, because I wasn't at the time putting it together, like she did a YouTube video, and at that time, Atia had thousands and thousands and
Man.
thousands of followers.
Yes.
And so through the night, my phone kept going ding, ding, ding. So Otis was like, what's up with your phone? I was like, I don't know. It keeps saying something about order confirmation. He was
What?
like, well, what does that mean? I said, I don't know. Now, mind you, I had been in business a year prior to Atia. I had my website because I have experience with web design, HTML coding, all that stuff. And
Ah,
so I had designed my website, but nobody had ever ordered off of it.
really?
But for a whole year, I was paying the host and everything like I really had something going on, and I did not. But
Wow.
all my business was local. So going back to Atia, I I end up, and now all these P's started popping up on my phone. So I was like, what does that mean? I had no idea.
Okay.
So I end up kind of looking at my phone, turned on the light, looked up for, oh, this was like, well, it says it's from PayPal. I said, well, let me call them because I don't know what this is about. Girl, I had a PayPal account, didn't even know how this all worked with my website. I went in there, I logged in, I put the phone down. I got so scared. And Otis said, what's wrong? I said, I think I done logged into somebody else's PayPal account. He said, why? I said, it's over $7,000 in this account. He said, girl, you done hacked in somebody's account. I said, I logged out. And I got back in. So I saw it again. It was steady going up. I mean, and I called PayPal. And I never forget the customer service rep was like, aren't you Lucretia? I was like, yes. He said he verified all my information. He said, those are orders that are coming into you. I said, orders from where? He said, don't you have a website? I said, yes. He said, then you better get busy. And so that's how it all jumped off. And then when people who have a large following do a review on you, their people do reviews, and then their people do reviews, and it's today
Because right
today
now,
over 20,000 customers.
wow, I
Worldwide.
love that. That is
Yeah, yeah.
awesome. But it's like, yeah, right now you could go on YouTube and type in on the search bar Lucretia's body oils and sprays and see tons of reviews.
Yeah, yeah. That's how. And Atia was the one who blessed me with that. So that
Shout out to Atia.
yeah. I
Man.
tell her when I do talk to her. I haven't talked to her in a while, but I used to always just thank you because we used to meet up in Chicago when she would have events in Chicago. I would go there, or she was somewhere else. I'd go there and try to hook up with her and meet her and stuff because I will be forever grateful for
That is
her
so
because
dope.
I had no idea.
Man, oh, that's a nice thing. That is to wake up to something like that and not be expecting it. Did
Yeah.
you did you even know she was gonna do a video?
I really didn't know. Like, it's strange because I just looked at YouTube for hair. I wasn't into who was following who, how many followers they had. It wasn't a big deal back then. I don't think so.
Yeah.
You did it basically. It was more networking to me than it was trying to grow my business. So that's what I was looking at. Okay, if I get a Tia to buy, she'll give her some of my product. She'll buy it from me. I wasn't looking at a Tia had probably over 100,000 followers. At
Wow.
that time. So yeah, I was very clueless, and that's why I tell a lot of people a lot of times. And I don't mind mentoring young people when it comes to business because not all business is good business, and
True.
a business isn't always booming.
True.
There's slow periods. Like right now, it's slow for me. It's slow, and I appreciate that because after years and years and years of being so busy, I look forward to some downtime, especially with COVID. I don't have the help like I used to, so I can't be cranking and pumping and processing orders now
Right.
by myself. It's too much on me.
Yeah.
But no, I've been through some things with this business, and it's all been a learning experience. And like I said, it has its ups and it has its downs, but it's my baby.
Hey, what's one of the most important things that you have learned with your business?
You can't trust everybody,
Mm.
and that was the hardest thing for me too, because I was a very naive person, and I
Mm-hmm.
always believed the good in people.
Mm-hmm.
And I just figured because I was that person, everybody else should be that way too. And that was quite that was something that was
Wow.
hurtful with a
Yeah.
lot of things. So yeah,
Wow. What's the greatest thing that you've learned, or greatest thing that has happened with your business?
just people I meet. I mean, outside of the money's gonna come because if you have good customer service, you can have the worst product in the world. But if you have good customer service and you try to work with that customer, you have a customer for a while. And I'm not saying everything that I sent out, it's been some mess, but I'm willing to correct it. Even to this day, I'm constantly checking emails. I'm constantly checking my business line, phone line. I believe in customer service, and I get more of a joy out of people saying you have great customer service as opposed to I love my products. I love your products.
That's what's up.
Customer service is everything. And I get so annoyed even when I call other places and I don't get good customer service. It's just, people should do better.
And that's something that, say it loud for the people in the back, because over the past few years, not even during this COVID mess, I've been running into businesses that I don't understand why the communication is broken down. I don't understand why, if you mess up, instead of saying, "Oh, I'm so sorry about that. Let me take care of
Yeah.
this situation," they just say, "Oh yeah, okay." Like,
Yeah, and it's not all businesses are like that, but
not all of them.
you do find that that happens, and it's frustrating because it's like I'm trying to support you
Yeah.
and give you the benefit of the doubt, and yet and still you act like, so what?
And it's been places, some people be wanting to knock me over the head because I give people more than three chances.
Mm,
And they're like, okay, now I'm gonna need you to just stop and not deal with them no more. And I'm like, yeah, you're
yeah,
right. But
yeah,
but you have some out here like yours that have great customer service, and I really commend you for that. You've always been great. I mean, even down to the packing slip with the little notes on it. I mean,
yeah. I do that.
and you went from doing everything yourself, you got some help, and then I guess this mess happened.
Yeah, yeah. It's. But you know what? I believe there's a reason for everything happening the way it does. And really, to be honest, Leah, I hate COVID is happening right now, and it really did turn my business to a different pace.
Hmm.
However, I appreciate the pace because I was on 10 for so long that I was burning myself out.
Hmm. Hmm.
So I'm good. Like right now, I started doing bath bombs a little bit. And the one girl, she reached out to me just yesterday. She says, please put them on your website. Well, they don't know I don't have a factory
Mm.
or somebody mass producing this. I am that person. So
You
I
the
can only do so
factory.
much because in the beginning, I was doing bath bombs, dessert bowls, body butter, my sugar scrubs, all this stuff I was making. And
Wow.
because I didn't trust people to know my recipes and the ingredients that I use. So I had the help with packaging, but you can't let everybody know everything.
Right, right.
Period. And
Okay.
so that I appreciate this time right now because I can get some rest and
Hmm.
I can kind of regroup and I can restock and I can figure out what I need to get. It's a whole resting period right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With all that's going on, and being able to rest and kind of like relax a little bit and think about things, what's something that you think you want to do different when things get back to whatever normal is?
Um, that's a good question. I don't really, to be honest, I don't think there's anything that I would want to do different other than I need an assistant. I probably would do that. That would help because right now I have the help, like I said, with packaging and processing and all that stuff. However, there's the other part. There's the social media part of it. I should be doing better on Instagram and Twitter and all this. I can't do it all anymore. It's hard for me to keep up with all of it. And
Hmm.
so I would hire a PR person and most definitely an assistant. So
Okay.
that would be something that I would do different.
Okay. How in the world? Okay, so Atia jumped it off.
Uh-huh.
It amazes me because we were talking about it a little bit, how you really don't do a lot of advertising where you yourself are like, hey, I got this new product, blah blah blah. The word of mouth is something
Word of
else.
mouth is something, ain't it?
Like you are a poster board for real for word of mouth.
Word of mouth.
Seriously,
Yeah.
like, and people, if you don't believe word of mouth is real, it is
Yeah. I
real.
had I had a lady reach out to me one time on my Instagram, my old Instagram,
Mm-hmm.
and my account was private. And
Mm-hmm.
she says, if you want to generate more business, you should open up your page. And I almost opened it up, and I said, I'm not talking about my business on my page anyway. For the most part, it was about me and my hair. So I was like, I get it. People go by the number of likes and all that. I get all that, but I'm good. I'm good because I treat people right, and they gonna tell 10 people.
Yeah.
Or they gonna do a video. They gonna do a video, or they gonna put it on their Instagram. The girl said they got the bad bombs. I wanted to put them on my Instagram, but you don't even have them on your website. I said, still put them on your Instagram.
Yeah.
I said they just have to email me. I take special requests. I said I can't do it because right now it's almost time for me to put the body butter back on my website, and I
Body
can't do
butter.
it. Okay, okay.
You remember that?
Yep,
So,
yep,
and that was almost a year ago. That was almost a year ago when we did that promotion for your body butter coming back.
yeah. I'm telling you, time is flying, right?
It is. Let's look at that right quick.
Okay.
Bay.
Bay? Bay, why you not paying me any attention?
I'm gonna pay all the attention you need on Friday, alright?
Kenny, what's happening on Friday?
Bay. For real?
Can you, refresh my memory or something? You know it's so much going on with little Kenny, Grandma, I don't remember nothing.
Lucretia, body oils and spray.
You are so right.
That body butter coming back, baby.
That body butter, baby.
That body butter.
That body butter.
No. No, babe. I can't sing, babe. But you really can't sing.
Shut up, Kitty. That's why your knees ashy anyway. You need that body butter.
Little Kenny, cut that TV down, baby.
Okay, Grandma, I'm cutting it down.
I need you to come up here for a second here. Because you got to get ready for school tonight.
A few moments later.
Here I am, Grandma.
Lord have mercy. Yes, you are here, baby. Why your knees look so ashy like that? Lord have mercy.
My daddy said I need grease on my knees.
You look like you've been sitting in a pot of flour, baby. What's going to help is that body butter that from Lucretia Body Oils and Sprays, baby.
Grandma, where's Lucretia's?
It's coming back Friday, and I can't wait, baby, because I'm going to get some for me, and I'm going to get some for you, and I'm going to get some for your mama, and probably your ass you need daddy, too.
Can I have some candy?
You better go candy your butt in that tub and get cleaned up so you can be ready to go to bed, okay? Lucretia's Body Oils and Sprays, baby. The body butter is coming, sugar.
You know what, Leah? I appreciate you so much. You have been an OG since the beginning. I mean, videos and what was this little thing called?
I don't even know.
It's always on time. I mean, and I really appreciate. There's so many that started back with me way back, and like Audrey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I met her when I went to St. Louis, and it was just so many countless others who just still hanging in there with me, and I just really appreciate you. We back in those YouTube days, we established a friendship, and
Yeah.
now I consider y'all family. So It's just so different now. YouTube is just so different now. But anyway, that's another podcast.
It is very different. And me and some other folks that was on back then, we talk about that all the time. Like, what is going on? Like, I'm
Yeah,
so
it's just too much. It's just too much.
yeah. But yeah, you when did you start doing the body butter?
I think it might have been, I don't know the year, but it was it probably was like maybe 3 years into my business, maybe
Hmm.
three.
How long?
Because what I wanted to do, and I'm the type of person I am, what I wanted to do, I said, okay, I sell oils. A lot of people sell oils. But what am I going to do to separate myself from the rest? I
Mm,
have to get beyond the
right.
oils, but keep the oils. And so that's when I started experimenting with, I think I did first soap. I didn't do too well with the soap.
Okay.
Soap, I would do all the molding and mixing and let it sit and get back the next day, and it you touch it and it was pitiful. It was sad. That didn't work. Then I started doing these bath fizzies, which weren't like bath bombs, but they didn't work either. It didn't work out either. I was like, mm. Then I started doing the bath bombs at work, and I was like, I need something, a body lotion. And I did lotions, and I still do lotions.
Mhm.
But then when I did that body butter, because that was just an experiment,
Wow.
and I gave it to a couple of family members, and I said, let me know if it helps you get that huss off your feet. And baby, they came back, they said, woo wee. And so I started the body butter.
Wow. Have you
Yeah,
had to change the formula of it a lot?
I have quite a few times because with body butter, the way I make it without telling a whole lot, it's very temperature sensitive.
Yeah.
And so, depending on, and because I don't have any preservatives or any waxes, that's why I probably could never have it in a store. I'm not saying it wouldn't happen, but in order for it to have that shelf life, it's going to have a preservative. Right
Mm,
now, there are no preservatives. I'm very careful about anything dealing with nuts because of people who have nut allergies.
okay.
And so I don't deal with shea butter. A lot of
Mm,
people say, Lucretia, I need
yeah.
I need to get some shea butter. It's not shea, baby.
I
I
remember
don't,
you used to say that.
yeah, I don't use shea butter. And it's simply because I do know that people have are very sensitive when it comes to any product or anything or any ingredient that has nuts in it. So
That's what's up. Michelle Sturgis said, excellent business interview, Lucretia.
thank you, Michelle.
And good evening to Michelle T and Christy and Simone. Yeah, that's dope. I remember you used to say that because people automatically assume that body butter has shea butter in it.
Yeah.
That is just an
The
automatic
shea
assumption.
butter is in. Shea butter is what it is. I don't use it for quite a few reasons other than it being, it nut allergies.
Mm,
I also find it very greasy,
it is.
and it does not mix well and play well with other ingredients that I use. And
Okay.
it overpowers a fragrance. I don't care how much of a fragrance you use with it, when you mix with it, it just shea overpowers it. And so I tried it once and somebody got it. She was like, is this just shea butter? I was like, ooh, I'm gonna have to, I can't use that anymore. But so that's, you have to trial and error.
Yeah.
You have to experiment with different things. But I got it down now. I don't even measure anymore.
Really?
Mm-mm.
You like
I
a
could I
shepherd?
could I could be mixing it and what I call churning and churning, and I could tell by the texture if it's gonna go right in the jar like it's supposed to, if it's gonna ship and stay like it, in the. I could tell. I could
Wow.
tell. I know what to do. Like I usually stop selling the body butter around July when it starts getting hot because in transit it's gonna melt.
It'll be body juice.
It'd be body, and then I tell people you can put it in the refrigerator, but then it's not the same. It just takes that heat just does something to it. So
Yeah.
I can tell. I know how to make sure that when people do get it around that July time frame before I stop selling it, I know
Mm-hmm.
how to make it hard enough to get to them, and then they can do what they need to do on their end.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow. That's awesome. I love
thank
it.
you.
I love it. Um, what is something that you would uh give as advice to somebody that's starting a new business?
Do your research. Do your research. I have a lot of people. Well, especially in the beginning, I used to have people all the time. Tell me who your suppliers are. Tell me. I'm not going to tell you any of that because I could. You're going to have to figure these things out for yourself because not all suppliers are created equally,
Mm-hmm.
and they might sell what you're looking for, but it's not of the same quality. I pay a lot of money to my suppliers. So what I get and pay for, somebody else might not want to pay for, but you have to do your research and you have to know your market.
Right.
That is very crucial. And I know a lot of times when people get these Facebook fan pages and whatnot, that's all great. You're posting and you look at your stats behind the scenes. That will tell you pretty much who's watching,
Mm-hmm.
who's engaging. Those numbers are crucial. Even on my website, I can pull off a report and it will give me all my stats I need to tell me where my market is even going, what direction it's going in. I might have thought it was going one way, but my website will tell me different. So you have to do your research. You have to know your product. Like I went to an event in Chicago and it was like Shark Tank, but it was like a junior Shark Tank.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the people was there from Shark Tank, and I was in the elevator.
Wow.
Damon, yes. And
Wow.
so we were talking, and he says, and one thing he always told me that I would never forget. He says, if when you pitch your business, think about the time you're going to be on an elevator, and this needs to be an elevator pitch. So you
That,
need to find keywords to sell your product fast. Ain't nobody has time for you to be reading no bio or any
mm-mm.
of that. You need to pick keywords and know your product.
That's right.
And I've never forgot that to this day. So when people talk to me or when I talk with people, I tell them this all the time. And I could pitch my business in a heartbeat because, first of all, I love what I do. I know my research. I put the time in. So, but I'm just not ready to go in front of millions of people and be, you know, be on nobody's Shark Tank.
Right. Right. Wow. That's awesome. And you said you mentor young
Yeah,
entrepreneurs.
if young women reach out to me and want to talk to me about my business, I've been on panels discussing my business. I'm willing to talk with them and just give them some of the things that I've run up against not knowing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm willing to share that, you know, some things you don't share everything. Now, come on now. I'm not going to sit up there and just fill all of it out because I had to learn it my way. But yeah,
Right.
I'm willing to, I sit down with, I haven't done it in a while, but I have sat down with some young women and I told them, one thing you're going to need to do is be consistent.
Right.
Nobody appreciates soliciting your business and you're not consistent. Well,
Right.
what do I mean by consistent? Be on top of emails, be on top of getting the product out to them. If you can't get the product out to them, then make contact.
Right. Let
And
them know.
because there's been cases where I've gotten so backlogged, I fell behind my 2 week deadline. But I gotta call somebody.
Right.
I gotta give them options. I apologize. We are running behind schedule. Blah 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 blah. We have two choices. I can still send you your product, or I can give you a full refund. And more than likely, I bet you 9 times out of 10 people say, "Thank you for reaching out. I'll wait."
And that's important. That's
It's
really
very
important
important.
because it's been plenty times where, I've had that instance, with different places I've ordered from. And just that little bit,
Yeah.
that little bit of concern and care and reaching out to somebody and saying, okay, so this happened, I can do this or I can do that. That makes a really big difference
It
as
does make a difference.
me
It does make a difference.
continuing to even, patronize them,
Yep. It
So,
makes a big difference.
yeah.
It'll make you or break you. I tell you that.
Yeah. So have you always lived in Illinois?
No, I was born and raised here in Illinois, but I was in the military.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah,
You
so
were.
I've kind
I
of
was
been.
looking at your Veterans Day picture the other day.
That's another podcast. But no, I have not. I was, like I said, I was born and raised here. I've been to Germany. I've been to France. I've been to Fort Lewis, Washington,
Wow.
Virginia. Where else have I been? I can't think of anything else right now. I think that's it. Virginia. Did I say Washington State?
I don't think you did.
Yeah, Washington State. Because I don't know how I could forget that because that's where my son was born. And so, yeah, I've traveled. I've traveled.
That's awesome. That is so cool. Man. So COVID, other than you being able to get some rest and kind of scale back a little bit from being on 10, how have you been coping with this situation in the world?
I'm struggling. I'm struggling with it. I'm struggling because this is usually the time where my family is on vacation. And I'm very family oriented. My family and I, we were tight. I mean, our videos showed that. We can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
That's my struggle.
Yeah.
Is being around my family. And I told my mom just tonight, you got to come over and eat some pizza with us, please.
Right.
I mean, because I miss her. I miss my mom. And I see her, but I miss all the family that we play cards. We dance. I miss it so much. So that's a struggle for me. But I've also had COVID hit some family members and they didn't make it. So
Wow.
it's rough.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's rough.
Yeah. I miss your family gatherings too, and I don't even.
That's what a lot of people will say. They're like, "Girl, I feel like I'm a part of your family watching them
Right.
videos."
Man, y'all had so much fun. Boy, I tune into them videos and I just be grinning from ear to ear. Cause I'm like, it's just me and the cat. And he ain't even down with it all the time.
Right. We had some good times, I tell you, but hopefully this will pass and soon.
Yeah. Man. Yeah, I'm hoping that too because it's got a lot of people on edge as well.
It really does. It really does. This is people are very sensitive people. People are dealing with a lot.
They really are.
It plays on your mental health, and so when you think somebody is okay, they're not. People got things going on, and this COVID is not helping. So I just tell people all the time, just be patient with people.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a good time right now.
Yeah, y'all think this blonde on my hair is color. It's a toupee because I had ripped my hair off from this mess. My anxiety had went up.
You need to stop. Can you see me okay? Do I need to turn on the light?
I can see you fine.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's like a silhouette, but the reverse like that. Yeah. Yeah, we can see. So you remember you?
That's why I told you I wish I could have put on that shirt for this interview. I still have that.
I know. That was so
and it's brand new. I think I wore it maybe twice. But if I put it on now, I'm not that size anymore. So
when you posted that, I about to fell out my chair.
Leah, those were good times.
They were. They really were.
And my brother used to do all my music and stuff. Man,
I remember when. Well, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it right quick.
Okay.
Girl, sure. I went to super sleep. And you want to know why? You gonna listen to me? And I ain't telling you nothing but a secret. So tell everybody that you can tell. Lucretia body oils and sprays ain't no joke. I don't even know. You gotta do Lucretia body oils and sprays. You gotta do Lucretia. I don't know which way the hell gotta go because I don't know how to do this stuff. Euthanasia, Doricia Jamison, don't play when it comes to a nice bath. If I can't take a bath like I want to, I will go over your house. Okay, sure. But best believe I'm gonna have my Lucretia bath bomb body oils and sprays with me forever. Cause ain't no other way to go. And for that, we need to just rock out. Body.
Lucretia's body oils and sprays. Just a dab will do. Body.
And let me shout my brother out for doing that mix for me. My brother, Donald Dino Pearson Jr. I love you. I tried to have him find it because I had it on YouTube at one point, but we had the email address wrong, and I took it down, and he lost the file. And I really wish he could find that because that was the lick, wasn't it?
It was hit. It was hit. I like that. It get you hype.
Get you hype.
Man, so you as far as what, that's what I wanted to ask you, as far as like website changes, and you said you're good with coding and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
How many times or how often have you had to change your website, and what were some of the reasons why?
I change it a lot. I change it probably in a week. I could change it 3 or 4 times because I have to do updates. I have to, if I have new fragrances come in, and then I have to go to the fragrances page, and a lot of people want to know what's new. So I have to put a page on there where it lists the new fragrances. My policies, I got to constantly change them.
Mm-hmm.
Like I used to ship all over the world. I no longer ship international anymore.
I was going to ask you if you did.
I no longer do it. I stopped doing it maybe about a month ago. And I did it because with COVID, customs, it already took a long time for people to get their orders because it being held up in customs. But then COVID just made it that much worse. Yeah. And so I was getting too many emails. Where's my order? And it's really hard to track. You take your orders to USPS. They give you tracking. But once it gets into that international stage, it's hard to track it by that tracking number. And it was just too much. It was just too much going on. So I had to end up not shipping. But yeah, I'm constantly tweaking my policies page.
Where were some of the places that people were ordering from that were overseas?
Oh my God. Barbados, Germany, China, Afghanistan, so many places. I would be amazed. I would be amazed at some of the orders were coming. I'd be like, me? Lucretia?
Wow.
But then, and then I would reach out to those people. I was like, so tell me how you heard about me. YouTube.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
YouTube is the lick.
Yep. YouTube. I said, oh, okay. Yeah. I wish you had told me. I would have got a list together. It was so many places I had never even heard of.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's amazing, though.
Yeah, that is.
I'm still amazed at your business, like really. And another thing. There have been instances where you sent stuff to me, that I didn't, because I'm like, well, send me something that's similar to so and so, or something that might be like this and that. And it's been a couple times where it didn't go with my body chemistry.
Yeah.
For the most part, you would be on point.
You know what? Because fragrances to me, and I have customers sometimes, I want to give my mother something. What do you recommend? And I'm like, and I usually would ask, what's their personality? And
Okay.
from there, I could pretty much tell what they would like. Like if they'll say, "Well, my mother, she's kind of one of these low key people, da 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 da." Well, I know I don't need to get her nothing loud. I
Right.
don't need to suggest anything loud. I don't really like suggesting fragrances because what I like, others may not like.
Right.
But I do say, well, here's a list of some that may fit your mother's body chemistry. And I'll tell them too, let me send you some samples
Yes.
and then you decide and let me know.
Yeah.
That way I cover my own butt.
Right. Them samples were is really good to get the samples because you
And
never
for
know.
years, I used to give my samples for free.
Yeah, I
I
remember.
used to get them samples for free. After a while, people start, can I get some? And I got nice size samples.
Yeah,
They're 1 gram. That's a nice size. As a matter of fact, I get a lot of orders where people just order a bunch of samples because
really.
they're so large. But
Yeah.
I had to stop doing that because people were really taking advantage. Yeah, not that's another podcast. People
Cut
were
it out,
really
y'all.
people were not. I was like, you know what? You just put in some last week for samples. No, and
No.
I was shipping them. I was paying to ship them.
Oh,
Yeah, I stopped.
Y'all greedy. Stop that. Yeah, I really appreciate you coming on because like I said, I've been wanting to talk to you about your business for a while. I've been, getting stuff from you since 2007. You know,
2007.
that's a
That's
long
crazy.
time ago.
That's crazy.
That's like 64 jobs, 38 addresses, and 29 phone numbers. You know?
I know.
So thank you so much.
Thank you. No, thank you, Leah. Leah, you are family. I keep telling my mom, and you already know Otis. But
Yeah,
I
my
just want
brother.
you to come here.
I know. I'm telling you, as soon as it gets a little, you know, I'm gonna make my way.
You're gonna have a blast because you and Otis are on 10.
He
So
be
we
great.
really want to
Yeah.
we really want to see you. And when I tell you we want to see you and we have, you got a place to stay, please believe me.
Okay, I believe you. Well, I appreciate you so much. Keep up the great work. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep being the type of person that you are.
Thank you. Thank you.
And stay in touch. All that good
Oh,
stuff.
no doubt. No
All
doubt. I
that
got
good
you on
stuff.
speed dial.
Hey. Yeah, but I do. I really appreciate you. And if if somebody could take some examples from someone that has their own business, I definitely would recommend you.
Thank you. And thank you for
Definitely.
having me on here, Leah.
Oh,
I
you're
was so nervous about this, but you really made me feel comfortable.
I'm
Because
glad.
I even told Otis, I said, I gotta be on here an hour. I was like, oh Lord Jesus, I don't know how this is gonna work. I told him, I said, won't you come on for the second half? He was like, this is not my interview, it's yours. I'm like, it's Leah though. He was like, I don't care who it is. And it just, are we done?
Almost. It's almost 9.
Okay, girl. Because I don't have my glasses on, so everything is kind
I
of
got
blurry.
mine on and I can't see with those, but we're not. That's another podcast.
And
What?
you keep doing what you're doing, and you keep making me laugh. Because I'm gonna tell you, one time I was at work
Uh-huh.
and I was having a day, and I got you where I get your notifications when you come on.
Uh-huh.
And Leah, I thank God that I was in that office that day by myself. I laughed so hard that I had to come home and we put the video. I forgot what video it was. You were talking about somebody coming in that place where you work.
The
And we put
story.
it on our flat screen in the living room and we watched it. I told Otis, I said, you got to see what Leah talked about today. Keep making us laugh. You are a natural at what you do.
Thank you. I appreciate
And
that.
I enjoy your little lunchtime. You know what I think I enjoy more is your facial expressions.
Them people, I got new lines on my face because of that job. They are out of control. Like, and I just be looking like, what is happening? I be feeling like I'm in the twilight zone.
I know. And you know what, too? People don't read anymore.
Nope.
Nobody reads anymore. I could post something. I could say, sale is next week, and guarantee somebody gonna post. When is the sale?
Yep.
People don't take the time and read anymore. So it
Nope.
can be frustrating, but you just keep us laughing
I
because this is
appreciate
a
that.
time that laughter is needed.
Yeah.
Tough time. Tough time.
Laughter is definitely something that I hold very dear to me. Laughter and music.
Yeah, music for me too. I
Yeah.
can't sing, but I can show, I can dance.
Okay. And I could fake it. I could be like, hey. Oh man. I'm gonna play this commercial and then we're gonna sign off and
Okay.
hold on one moment.
And thank you again, Leah.
Thank you. What's up, everybody? Right now, we have a flash sale that ends on 9/12/2020. Advertise your business right here on Vibin in the D with Lele. Real quick with it, you know.
Look, I was, hey.
Well, thank you again.
Thank
And,
you.
enjoy your weekend the best that you can,
I
despite
know that's right.
despite this lockdown situations. And me and the cat gonna party.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ain't no party like a cat party.
Okay, I'm gonna throw him some treats up in there, and he gonna leap up and get them.
Well, like I said, thank you again, and I appreciate everything you do for me.
You are
And I know what's from the heart reaches the heart, and you most definitely have done that, and thank you.
you are very welcome, and I love you much.
Love you too. Have a good one.
All right, you too.
With